Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. And the big question goes out to you, the subscribers, the viewers. What did you think of this year's SummerSlam? What did you think of the first premium event under the Paul Levesque, aka Triple H regime? I honestly felt like it exceeded expectations. I mean, when are you ever going to see the likes of Brock Lesnar going to the ring in a tractor and destroying the ring whilst Roman Reigns is in the ring? Now, it must be said, if through all these shenanigans that even Brock Lesnar can't get the job done, what on earth is Drew McIntyre going to have to do at Clash at the Castle? I think Corey Graves hit the nail on the head when he said, I think that McIntyre is going to actually need to bring the British military. And I think he's right, because after all, like, as good, as like shocking as the last man standing match was, who on earth is going to dethrone Roman Reigns after all that? It was madness. I gotta be honest, I was a kid in a candy store. It threw me back to the Attitude Era. I got those vibes through that match and I just had a smile on my face all the way through a premium event. And that is not like me for WWE as of late, for me to enjoy that product so much. Did you feel the same? I honestly felt that Triple H nailed it from start to finish. Just the way everything was paced, it was methodically paced throughout. They tied up loose ends as well, and they didn't just not show superstars at the event because they didn't have a matchup. I like the fact that they made and presented Drew McIntyre like an absolute weapon, so you knew that he was waiting in the wings ready for his next title shot, of course, at Clash at the Castle. I love the way AJ Styles came out, obviously to revisit that feud with Ciampa. And it just made a lot of sense throughout. I mean, we saw Becky turn face, which I felt is definitely the right time to do that now. It makes sense. Kind of got Bianca over as she's going to get. Did her work as a heel. Did a fantastic job in my opinion, but her natural role is now a face. Ronda sort of going to the dark side heel. We kind of knew that anyway. She was kind of a bit of a tweener before this anyway. We saw Bayley come back. Not just come back, but come back with a faction. Absolute madness. Dakota Kai and of course Elo Sky, as she's now known, coming back. And wow, that straight away like made the women's division interesting again. And we know how much and how invested Triple H and Stephanie are in the women's division, so hopefully that's going to pick things up. And also, talking to the women's division, could that be a sign of things to come in regards to negotiating with Sasha Banks and Naomi down the line? Who knows? Stranger things could happen. So much went on. We saw Edge return in kind of like I sort of saw it as kind of a Brood / Rated R Superstar cross gimmick. He's cut his hair again. Next week he's probably going to come out with a skinhead. But I think he looks quite cool, the new attire, the new look. I love the way he just sauntered down to the ring with the shades on. Didn't bother to take them off. He's too cool for school for that. Spears Finn Balor, and then of course helps the Mysterios get the win. Now, the only downside I think to the SummerSlam event, in my opinion, booking wise, was having the Judgment Day lose. That's twice they've lost to the Mysterios now. They're supposed to be a dominant, feared faction, and the way they presented them in the entrance and everything and the graphics along with that was so cool. For them to lose to the Mysterios with Edge, I thought that was a little bit underwhelming. Also, we cannot not talk about something that was quite disappointing, and of course the video packages, the cryptic videos, seemingly just leading towards it being Edge. Now, clearly WWE had a plan, I think, initially to bring Edge back at Madison Square Garden at Raw, and there may have been some changes to the SummerSlam match card. However, Edge is back. I think there's more meat on the bone with that. A lot of people disappointed, including myself, of course, that we didn't see Bray Wyatt. We've got to stop getting our hopes up too much. I did sort of say in my prediction video that it was 50-50 at best really that he would show up. You don't want to get your hopes up too much. There's a lot that WWE invested into these cryptic videos, so I'll give you a ray of hope. Like, with Triple H in charge, the likelihood of Bray Wyatt coming back to WWE is going to be higher than it's ever been. Also, the fact that we're talking about him on the internet, okay? He is loving the exposure he's getting, right? He knows he's missed. He's listening to us. All the times we're in the comment section saying we're disappointed, he's never going to come back, he's never going to return to WWE. He hears us. And you got to think down the line, if there hasn't already been negotiations with Paul Levesque himself and Bray Wyatt, it remains to be seen. Now, yes, we're not going to talk about every single thing that Bray Wyatt does cryptically on Twitter. He's a master at that. He's a master at almost playing with our emotions, in a good way, of course. But don't get despondent about him, not turning up at SummerSlam. He could turn up at Raw. Like, he could turn up at any point. I just think we can easily get our hopes up a little bit too much sometimes and almost expect it, when the likelihood is the odds don't quite stack in that favour. But onwards and upwards for the future, anything can happen. I thought this was an absolutely awesome card throughout. A few niggles, as I said, along the way. A few things I would have maybe booked slightly differently, but let's be honest, overall, Triple H has done such a fantastic job with what he's been given at the moment. There's only going to be more returns down the line as well. Obviously, having Bayley and her faction come back and Edge, it was a lot of returns, so then to expect someone like Bray Wyatt as well on top of that, as I say, there could be more meat on the bones in regards to numerous storylines going on that could follow on Raw. Love the Saturday format as well that they're going with the premium events as well. Gives you a little bit of breathing space before Raw. And honestly, I am pumped for the future of WWE under Triple H is bright. It really is. And I'm actually going to be going to Clash at the Castle in 5 weeks' time in Cardiff, UK. And I'm pumped for it. I cannot wait. Obviously, being from the UK, literally a couple of hours drive from where I live, and I can't express how much I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be amazing. Hopefully big things happen. Do I think Drew's going to dethrone Roman? Probably not, but it's going to be a badass match. Potentially there could be some more re-signed or current superstars getting utilised better within that product when the time comes there. Buzzing. But thank you so much, as always, for watching this video. Be really appreciative if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in another video. And hopefully we'll get some clarity with these cryptic videos, whether it was just Edge. If it was the case, that is a little bit disappointing, but there could be more to it. Let's wait and see. See you soon.